Slave DiBiase.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We are a week ahead of the holiday of 420, y'all. Y'all know we stay celebrating. This is another live session of the Offenders Initiative podcast. I am your illustrious host, Slave DiBiase, aka Slate Daniel Richards, aka Victor Von Slay, aka Tony Spark, and we are here, y'all. Another Monday. Thank y'all for pulling up to the sesh. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. You could have been anywhere in the world for your 420, but you're here fucking with your boy. Salute, 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 salute to the chat. Salute to everybody that may digest this content, whether religiously or in passing. I just want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all to everybody that regularly pulls up and fucks with your boy, even if you don't smoke. Like I said, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here fucking with me. Salute, salute, salute. That boy said he's smoking on that Uncle Snoop. Y'all know this is just a little appetizer, and then we gonna really get to the guapos in a second, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you're smoking on in the comments, what you're smoking out of, and where you're from. Salute, salute, salute. All right, y'all. So y'all see the caption, right? Gucci Mane's crash dummy. Is it considered snitching? Is Atlanta rap over? This is crazy to me, y'all. This is crazy to me. I'm telling y'all right now, this is really some nasty work. So it's like, we got to talk about this right now. Did Gucci just snitch on himself on his own record? Crash Dummy got the whole internet acting like detectives, and now people saying that Atlanta rap is finished. It's over. How do we feel? How do we feel on that? But also, too, we got a leaked post-credit scene, possibly, from Spider-Man Brand New Day. And y'all, the Marvel Cinematic Universe's X-Men, there are a lot of rumors going around the casting that has anything to do with that. We're going to get into all of that today. For real, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as usual, man. You feel me? All right. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Buffy Game, and what's going on? Mark Ward, what's going on? Dom, what's going on? Detroit and Houston kind of killing the A. Houston is kind of killing the A. Okay. All right. We're going to get to it right quick. First of all, I want to play this song, Crash Dummy. Has everybody here heard it? Has everybody heard the Crash Dummy song? Hold on. Let me. I want to check it out for myself to see if there was any snitching going on, man. Let's take a ride right quick, y'all. Hold on for a second. I'm going to share this so we can all take a good listen to it. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. This song is called Crash Dummy by Gucci Mane. You know, this is supposed to be a diss song to Pooh Shiesty, responding back to him getting robbed. Again, if you're supposed to be a gangster, I'm gonna get in the booth after you did some physical harm to me. I don't know what part of gangster that is, but anyways, that's a whole nother story. But let's check it out, y'all. School up. Hold on. Gucci, you cool. But if this has any sort of snitching in it off day one, you use the Zaytoven beat to do it. The blasphemy.
Well, down. Nigga, I hate to see you up. Tell the truth, you went out like a real crash diamond. And after all that, boy, you still signed to me? Wow. I'm like Birdman and nigga, this my cash money. And your fat ass flunky, he a stone cold junkie. You know I got my bread up, I always keep my head up. I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup. I walk in the room, you can feel the pressure building. Niggas doubt me up the whole time they plotting against me.
Hold up. Now, I've heard several things. For somebody to say they were not going to give a statement to the proper authorities, this sounds a whole lot like a motherfucking statement.
I don't take it personal, for me it's only business. And I don't wanna conversate if it ain't about no millions. Don't kill you, make you stronger. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. My money keep getting longer. Now these haters got amnesia. You know I gotta move tactical, every move magical. And I'm from East Atlanta, but the diamonds come from Africa. They love you when you're broke, but they hate you when you win. And then when you take a loss, it's when the haters get the grin. And it's all on you, can't be wearing no disguises. You play stupid games, then you win stupid prizes. Some people like to take a nigga kindness for weakness. I pulled up on business, but y'all was on some weak shit.
There's a lot of telling going on in this right here, bro. I'm sorry. This might as well be a statement right here. I don't care what you say. Yeah. Yo, them fool ass rules that them street niggas be having, man, that should be funny as hell, boy.
In the CEO, I wear a lot of hats. Wow. They smile in your face, then they stab you in your back. Damn. You learn from your daddy, so I guess that is hereditary. I'm that same nigga that put money on your commissary. A nigga settled to play like Suge Knight did with Drake, but I ain't easy E, nigga, and this ain't back in the day. The 1017, the label, I built this shit from the ground, and I be damn if I let a nigga take my shit down. No. Pressure on my chest, but I still ain't pressed. Pen to the paper, but it's under duress. Wow. Read between the lines.
Pen to the paper, but it's unpinned to the paper, but it's under duress. What? Oh. He ain't say that, y'all. Pen to...
Wow. Read between the lines, I don't settle for less. Step up to the plate, my nigga, life is a test. Man, they on that broke shit, and I'm a rich ass exec. The head nigga in charge, it's my name on the check. Niggas jealous of me, dawg, remind me of my ex. Another day, another dollar, on to the next. School, I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. My heart turned cold, my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. Keep that fake love, I don't want it no more. My heart turned cold, my heart turned cold. CEO. 1017 for life. Big Gucci. This for all the crash diamonds out there. I don't know what the fuck you thought. Still get money. This ain't that. It's 1017. Scoochie.
Y'all, Gucci told all over that goddamn record. I don't care what nobody say. Gucci told all over that fucking record, and I know I'm not the only person feeling that way because something slid across my desk to where they said the rappers, these people that look up to him or either came from under him, are reacting to this song. So how are y'all feeling right now in the comments right now? How are y'all feeling about this song? Because I'm going to show you how these so-called his peers, the rappers, how they felt about this shit. That's crazy to me, man. Hold on for a second. All right, this is about all Urban Central. Please don't forget them to give them a like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into it. It says rappers and celebs react to Gucci Mane, Pooh Shiesty. This song.
Snitch on a Zaytoven beat. That's crazy.
Boy.
Listen, this what's going on. Everybody tell it, but honey call.
Chat, I'm gonna keep it a beat with you. This is the weakest shit I've seen since it would have been the weakest shit ever if it wasn't for J. Cole apologizing after he got dissed. The J. Cole shit is historic. Like, that's the weakest shit ever. But this is weak too. Getting robbed by your artist, making a police report, then instead of going to get your shit back, dissing for robbing you.
All right. With that being said, does this now take some of y'all, like, as far as the way that you see Gucci, man? I know a lot of us, if you came up in a certain time and you was outside, you was bumping that Gucci. I know everybody was. You was bumping that Gucci at a certain point. Does this now change your mind frame on the way you view his music? Or is this a situation where you feel like Gucci's a different man? He's a businessman. He might be so far removed from the streets that this would be wild behavior to him. Does he get a civilian pass now? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know if I'm gonna give him a civilian pass.
Nah, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Man, go delete that shit, man. Go kill somebody, man.
Who shoot this?
And yes, supposedly your boy Pooh Shiesty is still signed to Gucci. I haven't bumped Gucci in a long time. I stopped after an album I listened to. Just don't hit the same. I bumped that 06 Gucci. Yeah, that 06 Gucci had motherfuckers outside. You was outside if you was bumping that.
I said, is Gucci Mane telling? That's Keisha doing it.
You know what? That killed me right there. That little statement right there. Is Gucci Mane telling? And if he is, that's his wife telling him to do that. You know what? A nigga believe anything but a nigga ratting, bro. They'll believe anything but what's right in front of them. Oh my goodness. A nigga believe anything but what's right in front of them, man. Case in point, I had a partner who me and him fell out because he thought I stole from him. He left a certain amount of money around in his room that I had no idea that he even had that type of money in his room. You know what I'm saying? I don't go looking for nigga shit anyway. But if I have no idea that you have that type of merchandise hanging around in your room, but the motherfucker who lay next to you every day does, where do you think the money came to? My homeboy refused, my former homeboy, he refused to believe that his old lady stole from him. It was easier to blame me. Needless to say, niggas will believe anything but before they believe the truth that's right in front of them, man. He might be ratting.
That's his wife. His wife making him tell. She's standing on woman time.
Gucci is he a real dude. I really can't say nothing bad about him.
If Big Meech gets robbed and has to report it to the police and talk to the police about him being robbed, does that make
do that?
I
wouldn't ever talk to the police about
Oh, Big Meech just got him out of there. Big Meech just got him out of there. He said, hey, it don't matter what happened. I would never talk to the police. This is the type of rules that these weirdo street niggas, these wannabe street niggas, 50, 60-year-old niggas outside still living by 1994 rules. This is the type of shit that y'all got to go to. Because I'm going to tell you right now, motherfucker rob me. If I ain't got that file on me, I'm telling. Yes, officer, it was him. And he cheated on his taxes last year too, motherfucker.
Then there it is.
Real bitch, bro. Like, I know Street rolling over his grave. That's why he said he'll never do a song. He seen you be a rat. You a bitch, bro. You made the whole, I hate y'all, bro. You from Alabama. That's why I always put the juice man over your pussy ass. You a bitch. And I knew you was gonna be a bitch when you got out.
Damn.
You was just a bitch. You ain't have none of your friends around you. What if Mojo at? What if Mojo at? What if you don't even OJ the Jew, man? You a real bitch, bro. Then you gonna drop a song. You want to in prison. That's why I like the G's anyway. I hated your pussy ass.
Damn.
This got to be one of the saddest days in street music I ever seen, bro. What the is this, Gucci man? What the Pooh Shiesty is fried like a piece of Popeye's chicken.
Definitely is. He definitely is.
Crispy, please. Bro, I'm so
because Pooh has priors, that constitutes to, like, this is behavior that you continuously have, and the system can fry you just off of that. Like, hold on, we can look at your past charges and say, well, you robbed a person here, you got a pistol charge here, dope charge here, dope charge here. Now we have a situation where somebody has been kidnapped, against their will, stuck up at gunpoint. This is another pistol thing. And you're saying you didn't do this thing? Okay. It's kind of in your behavior, though. Saying he hurt the A with this one. Oh, nah, Dom. Nah, Dom. Not he said he hurt the A with this one.
So mad right now, bro. I'm tight, bro. Like, this is a record incriminating the whole situation. Incriminating the whole situation. So, meaning to tell me Gucci Mane is a rat? He's a snitch? This is crazy, bro. 6ix9ine gonna have a field day with this shit.
Hold on. Would 6ix9ine be a spokesperson for having a valid reason to snitch? Is he like the spokesperson for that or something? Y'all let me know.
Bro, I'm in disbelief. I'm hurt. I don't get it. Who behind this shit? Who behind the scenes doing this shit, bro? Just stop already. Just stop.
Okay, with Gucci being an OG, does this, like my man just said, he hurt the A with this one. Does this take Atlanta down a notch? Has Atlanta's time being on top of hip hop, has it truly come to an end because of this situation? The Offset situation, the goddamn whole YSL situation, everybody telling on everybody. Does this now take Atlanta truly off the mountaintop?
You f***ing up the culture. Shit, man. I the Gucci songs that I listen to. Damn, yo. Lemon down the chain with the V cut.
Hey.
All right, so now y'all believe me? I've been literally saying this shit for 5 years. I'm about to break it down for you. No, it's different. Now it's moving the goalpost. No, it's different. He's a businessman. Let me break this shit down.
Jesus Christ, man.
Exhibit A.
So, like, I don't know shit's gonna buy. I never want to stay below of it, and I never will.
A word?
I'm a true G.
A true G. Now, what? Exhibit B. Exhibit B.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, not even the police. I don't believe in none of that shit.
Oh, you don't believe that?
The only thing I believe in is don't tell the police.
That shit ain't aged well at all. You don't believe that shit? Listen, I'm gonna break this shit down. Listen to me. Oh, no, it's different. No, it's different. I won't tell the police. Hear this shit. This is your mouth.
Take a nigga kindness for weakness. I pulled up on business, but y'all was on
what?
Shit,
I pulled up for.
Take a nigga kindness for weakness. I pulled up on business.
I took my shit for kindness. I pulled up on kindness. Y'all pulled up. No, they didn't pull up no weak shit. They pulled up on street shit. Shit that you rep. Hold on.
Hold up. He just said something. You talk so crazy in your music now. I'm just saying.
Do you hear your stupid ass self? Yo, I'm the that put you on your commissary. Oh, I did this. Y'all stabbed me in the back. Yo, what happened? Remember 6ix9ine situation? Y'all remember the 6ix9ine situation? When y'all say, nigga, it's the streets. You know what you signed up for? You know what you signed up for? What happened? It's you. They pulled up on some. Nigga, give me everything. Give me everything. Get this shit out. Give me your shit, nigga. Oh, this your wedding ring? Let me get that shit. They pulled up on street shit. Now you a businessman? How many excuses? How many times? No, it's different. No, you know what's the difference? Look at this. All these niggas that talk and saying shit for 5 years. Hold on. Y'all gotta see this shit. What's the difference between all these rat ass? Y'all tell me what's the difference.
They know the difference.
I've been saying this shit.
Hold on now. He trying to allude to the fact that because he's a Hispanic male and he's not a black rapper, that it wasn't okay for him to snitch, but it's okay for everybody else to be a rat. Look, you know, I don't care about that type of stuff, but you guys with your street rules, like technically everybody he showed in that picture done did some ratting. They say if you talk to the police, period, in any sort of way, shape, or fashion, you ratting. Everybody has seen T.I. talk to the police. Everybody has seen T.I. guest star on Crime Stoppers here in the A back in the day. Was that ratting? You know? It's the same all across the board. I'm going to tell y'all something, but don't tell the world now. Is YSL a game? Yes, Mill. Is it ratting? Of course it is. And it took y'all about 6 more months to figure out if it was ratting or not. I wish social media never got made. We would have never known that these people do not live the stuff. Whose life do they be rapping about then if they don't live it like that, right? Whose life are y'all rapping about? This is funny as hell, man. But we about to check out something else by the way of the boy Chick Smooth, man. It's a whole situation. Like, yeah, I think the A really did take a hit for this one. Shout out to Chick Smooth.
About things. Oh man, when it rains, it pours. And right now, Gucci Mane is currently going through a torrential downpour. Is there anybody out there that's going to come out and defend Gucci? So far, everybody that's speaking out on the situation with him and Pooh Shiesty is basically calling Gucci out for snitching. I know, it is kind of crazy because Gucci is actually the one who got robbed. He's the victim in this situation. However, Gucci has been known as a street guy his entire time in the industry. He's bragged about it in his music. We've seen what he's actually done in real life. So sometimes when you position yourself as the street guy, the toughest guy anywhere, nobody really feels bad for you when some gangster shit happens to you. It's all part of the game that you signed up for. Now, if you guys have not watched the previous reactions from rappers and celebrities, please make sure you guys go check it out. Now, Waka Flocka, who used to be signed to Gucci Mane's label 1017, and ironically also had a breach of contract with Gucci, he finally came out and let us know what side he's on. A couple days ago, while he was performing at a show, some fans thought he was dissing Gucci. Here's what he said.
What the fuck you thinking? Oh, he said fuck Gucci.
Oh, he said fuck Gucci. Man, they not getting no money together. They're not brothers. He don't owe that man no sort of loyalty at all. You haven't seen a Gucci Mane record, Gucci Mane Waka Flocka record in years, nigga. You don't know if they talk or not.
Oh my God! He said fuck Gucci.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Now, Flocka came out to address it. He said, yo, y'all reaching with the Gucci shit. Be bull and stop putting my name and hate in the same sentence. Now, yesterday, Flocka puts out this video of him rapping to the words from the Gucci Mane Pooh Shiesty diss, where you can clearly tell that he's mocking Gucci.
Put the ink to the paper, I was under duress. Put the ink to the paper, I was under duress.
Put the ink to the paper, I was under duress. That is the snitching part. If y'all ever wanted to figure out why he chose to put that part out amongst everything. Put the ink to the paper, I was under duress.
Then today, Flocka says, fuck it. I have absolutely nothing to lose at this point. He says, I hate when a person say it was business when they do some snake shit. Like Georgia Power, the only company that cut lights out. Now, this business versus street conversation is a topic that a lot of people have been having a hard time with. It basically boils down to this, you guys. At some point in 2020, when Gucci Mane did verses against Jeezy, going all the way till now in 20...
Hold on for a second. My boy DC said I would have just released that nigga when he got out. Don't pay me my money. If you owe me, then I'ma just sue. Okay, I mean, but that's because you taking the time to think. Everybody's making this excuse for Pooh Shiesty talking about he like in his 20s. If all he know is slime life, he gonna go get it the way that he know how. Well, sir, you are not whatever they call you where you from. You are Pooh Shiesty, the rapper. You can't just pull up on somebody with illegal automatic weapons with your felon having that, and kidnap somebody or make them sign any paperwork under duress and then rob them for their jewelry afterwards. You can't do that. I'm here to tell you that if you didn't know, it's against the law. So yeah, ain't no one way I could have handled it. In hindsight, while you sitting your crazy ass in jail, you looking at that stupid ass wall, you saying, man, I should have just got a lawyer.
2026, people wanted Gucci Mane to have basically made an announcement denouncing the streets.
Smoking on Pookie Load tonight.
tell you what. I tell you what. This is how we gonna do this.
I don't want to see this. Send some more. I'm gonna send them the same way in a box back to you.
Are you doing
Free kill. Free kill.
I tell you what though.
So that's the image of Gucci.
Okay. What he's about to say is that's the last image that everybody got of Gucci Mane. If you talking like that during the verses to the Young Jeezy, of course, if I'm Pooh Shiesty, I'm dumb enough to think that if I rob you, you're not gonna tell nobody because obviously you still stepping like you stepping out in the streets. Gucci just gonna come in and try and come back and get it in blood or whatever. At that point, if we gotta shoot it out, we'll shoot it out. We'll handle it how we handle it. I know that ain't what somebody said. He ain't gonna tell on us, man. He ain't gonna tell shit. This is the sassy gangster era. Y'all should have thought about this one.
Mane that a lot of people still had of him. Now, luckily for Gucci, Charlemagne is one of the few people in media that's actually defending him. According to Charlemagne, he's not rocking with the idea that Gucci Mane still should have had some street code after being robbed by Pooh Shiesty. Here's what he said.
Be about man, listen, I'm with you on everything that you're saying, but I think at some point, fuck the street code.
Listen, you know me, I'm not in the street, so I'm always
like these guys are businessmen, man, and here's the thing. And this is all alleged. I don't know if Pooh Shiesty did any of this, right? I'm just going off the stories I heard. I know that Pooh Shiesty would
put the pen to the paper. I was under duress. I just want to say that.
Do that to a white man. Well, whenever you hear these stories,
let me ask
it's literally always the black executives getting put in this position by black.
Well, let me ask you this.
You'll never hear name a white.
No.
What about back in the day? With
hold on. Let me ask.
Suge Knight and who's the guy who did that?
Vanilla Ice was an artist. I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about the executive.
Well,
ain't no artist running down on the white executive.
Well, the question I have is, because we can't look at it, it's only happening to other black people, but is there security in that, knowing that he's not going to snitch or he's not going to involve the authorities, right?
That was the craziest part to think. He ain't going to tell the folks. He ain't going to tell the folks on us, man. Shit. Whether Keisha, KO or Dior, whatever his wife's name is, told him to snitch or not. That man is trying to keep street shit away from him as far as possible. Honestly, this doesn't surprise me. Y'all want an old crash out Gucci and he's just not that guy no more. And nigga said he a civilian. He a businessman. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put up on some weak shit. You heard what he said? That song is ass, by the way. I ain't gonna lie.
Because they have the same street code. Whereas, like, would Pooh do it to?
I don't even think, if this is true, I don't even think Pooh was thinking like that. I think Pooh was just literally a person whose mentality is still that of
the street.
So this is how I know how to handle situations.
But Pooh would never do it to you because he knows that you're not going to abide by the street code. So regardless,
I don't believe that.
This whole situation is literally the end of 8 Mile. Niggas beat Eminem up, fuck this girl, and then you just battle rapped everybody. Niggas beat you up, fucked your girl, and all you did was battle rap everybody. You got robbed for all your jewelry. You told the folks and they made a song from it. By the way, that song probably is gonna hit though. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't believe he would.
Really?
No, I don't believe that at all.
I thought you were positing the theory that it's black artists do it to black executives. They wouldn't do it to white executives.
I've never seen them do it to a white executive. Well, white executives out here with the same contracts. Who do you think the black executive is learning it from?
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't even know if his contract was bad. I'm just saying that there are standard recording contracts. You ain't never. I've heard stories of people running down on Andre Harrell. I've heard stories of people running, of course, on Diddy. I've heard stories of people running down on Eazy-E. But you ain't never heard stories.
Clive Davis got ran down on by.
But we're not going to keep it street. Is my point.
Who? I want to know.
I don't know.
We believe it. Who?
Lisa Left Eye Lopez, apparently, she claims.
Oh, not Left Eye from TLC ran down on Clive Davis back in the day. Like, bitch, stop playing with my money. Stop playing with my little contract. Yo, you got to remember, man, these artists, when they be ready to crash out, they might not be the crash out, but they might have a crew of crash outs. So you always got to remember that.
Lisa ran down on Clive?
Yeah.
But that's not, see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's not
with a crew.
Oh, she had guys with her? Oh, I never heard that story. Okay, well, shout out.
Stop signing these 2-bit thugs, and you won't have situations like this happening to you, Gucci Mane.
To Lisa, she the realest out of all these motherfuckers. My thing is this. This is the most important thing that you can buy when you get into business, or what you can invest your money in. A lawyer. Get you a good entertainment lawyer, number one, so you don't sign a bad contract. And
I literally just said, while you sitting in the cell, you're probably thinking to yourself, I could have just got a lawyer. We didn't even have to do all this. I could have just got a lawyer.
Number two, when situations like this do arise, then you have your lawyer get you out of said situation or help you get out of said situation. Never in the history of life for anybody of any color will this work out. If you run down on somebody and say, I'm going to rob them and kidnap them and make them under duress, let me out of my deal, that is not going to end well for you, buddy.
Put the pen to the paper. I was under duress.
I don't give a fuck.
You're right.
It's not going to end well. This is just a case of somebody who just didn't understand business. And the reason I know that Gucci understood business, because Gucci didn't go down no street shit. Gucci thought that clearly they were having a meeting about some business. And then the other side allegedly decided to turn that into some other shit. I wouldn't be mad at if Gucci went and told, but I just think it's stupid to still abide by those rules.
I agree.
When you're not.
How y'all feeling? Like we all getting older with age. You're not treating us like the mid 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s. Like this shit is different now. You know what I'm saying? Are we still abiding by these street rules? Are we mad that Gucci actually pointed these folks out and said, yes, this person robbed me along with this person and his daddy and all of them? Are we even mad? Does Atlanta take a real hit? Atlanta hip hop, does it take a real hit now? Where do you see the wave going to now? I think my man Dom said earlier, he said Detroit and Houston is kind of killing shit right now.
You're so far removed.
If you're a law-abiding citizen, the rules protect you. If you're not a law-abiding citizen, you can't use the rules because you can't be protected from the things you're doing, which are breaking the law.
They still want Gucci. And this is when you know people just want to see crash outs. They want to hear a story about Gucci allegedly almost getting robbed and then pulling out a chopper and spraying down everybody. That's what would make everybody believe the allure, the story of the boogeyman Gucci.
But hasn't he proved himself? Like
yes, and he
hasn't he proved himself? Is so sad. You want to see the man crash out. If you don't shoot somebody, beat somebody up in the club or some shit like that, you not no real gangster rapper. The allure. It's like it's both ways. Which way do you want it? Do you want the man to be a law-abiding citizen, and then when he do some unlawful shit, now you saying that's stupid, man? Gucci keep doing stupid shit to go to jail, or do you want him to tell the folks? Y'all gonna have to pick one, because if he'd have did something, would have got caught and would have went back to jail, y'all would have told him he was stupid, right? He should just let that shit roll. Y'all would have said he was stupid and that he should have told the police. That's what y'all would have said.
also proved that he wants to evolve.
Right.
Go read his last book episodes. This man has evolved on purpose. This man has grown and evolved intentionally.
No, that's the clone. That's the clone. That's not it.
Yeah, even that pisses me off.
Yeah, I know.
Whenever a person decides to grow and evolve, now they're a clone. And by the way, this is another lesson to kids. Kids don't really like to fulfill their obligations anymore. Like they really don't. This generation does not like
They're not
to
about
fulfill
it.
its obligations.
They're not
Like
about
they don't.
it.
They believe that shit don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
This has always happened. It's not something.
That's honestly a thought right there. This generation, are they lacking the whole fulfilling your obligations within anything, within certain contracts? And when I mean contracts, it could be something as physical as, you know, a music contract between a CEO and an artist, or even loyalty for that matter in relationships, just being with somebody. Like you could commit yourself to somebody, then all of a sudden one day you could decide. Now we have seen this around here. One day you just decide, I don't want to do this no more. I done wasted 5, 6, 7, 10 years of your life. I don't want to do this no more. And that's just okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and it happens when people are kids, but it's even worse now. Because I don't even know what Pooh Shiesty's deal was. And furthermore, before you even hired a lawyer, did y'all even try having a conversation? with Gucci. And the conversation can't be, you're going to let me out this contract or else.
Yeah.
The conversation has to be what Ross said, negotiation.
That's it.
How do you negotiate? This shit is just sad, man. I'm just tired of watching people, you know, who have great opportunities to just excel in life.
Now, maybe it's just
Great opportunities to excel in life, and they keep continuing to do dumb shit, which is why I said this whole going back and forth to jail situation, I'm starting to think somebody got a boyfriend upstate somewhere. Sorry, that's what I'm starting to think. You can't stay your ass out of the motherfucking booty prison. Hey, that shit crazy.
me, but looking at somebody like Pooh Shiesty who does not care about his own life, I really think he would rob a white executive. The man has no picks. He does not care who he does harm to as long as he gets what he wants. We're talking about somebody who raps about being a crash out and also does crash out shit in real life. I really do think Pooh Shiesty would rob a white executive and not think twice about it. Now, one of the most important details of this whole situation is the actual contract between Gucci and Pooh Shiesty. We gotta see that contract. We gotta see what's inside of it that made Pooh Shiesty crash out so bad like this.
Y'all heard, it was that first line that he said in the song. You did all this and you still signed to me? Oh, man. That's what it is. Now I'm going to find a way to really, really F you out your contract even more. Because I got a whole legal, like, criminal situation going on with you now. You robbed a businessman. You didn't rob no gangster. You robbed a businessman.
Did he wake up one day and finally realize that he was in a 720 deal, 30 albums for 80 years? Something in that contract was not sitting right with that man's spirit. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys?
Salute to Chick Smooth, man. I don't know, man. Y'all tell me in the comments how y'all feeling about that one. Goddamn, y'all tell me. That's a little crazy to me. You heard the song, sing along. He was snitching all throughout that song, man. I'm sorry. Tell me he wasn't. Put the pen to the paper. I was under duress. That boy was snitching. When you got them street rules, now somebody expecting you, somebody that's been listening to you since 06, they expecting you to slide outside and go do something stupid that's gonna get you taken away from your family anywhere from 5 to 10 years. Or forever, depending on the type of record you got. Crazy, right? But on to the next one. Yo, hold on. I got a little leak on a possible post-credit scene for Spider-Man Brand New Day. You know, Spider-Man Brand New Day is dropping this summer. Like, we're mere months away from it now at this point. Well, let's see if we can get this right here. Yeah. Let me show this to y'all. This is by way of Cosmic Wonder, y'all. Let's check him out.
We've got some really big Spider-Man news to go over today. We're talking about Spider-Man in Avengers Doomsday and talking about two different Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. And on top of that, it does look like Marvel Studios is building towards a really big event in the future with Spider-Man, Daredevil, possibly the Punisher, and we are going to talk the Punisher special presentation trailer in this video, but also possibly some other characters that we're going to get into in this video. What is going on, Cosmic Crew? Thanks for stopping by the channel today. A lot of news from Marvel recently. We are going into some spoiler territory today in this video, but I will...
Y'all already know how we feel about that type of stuff, Jack. This is spoiler country. If you don't like it, get the fuck on. Because we anticipating we going to learn spoilers, debunk those, and learn more spoilers, debunk those, all the way to these movies come out. Don't get sensitive in here, children.
Let you know when we get into that territory. Let's first start off with what we are hearing about Avengers Doomsday, because recently on Easter, Robert Downey Jr. posted a photo that had Dr. Doom painting a bunch of different eggs, showing a bunch of different logos. And one of those logos was very specific. It was Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I have no doubt about that, and most of the fandom seem to agree as well.
But the whole situation with that is, you know, if you've been keeping up as we've been having our sessions, there's not supposed to be a Tom Holland Spider-Man in Avengers Doomsday. Word to the bird is it's supposed to be Tobey Maguire Spider-Man that's supposed to be the head Spider-Man of Avengers Doomsday. And Tom Holland Spider-Man, the one that we've been keeping up with from the 616 timeline, he may show up in a post-credit scene leading into Secret Wars. We don't know, but yeah, this is kind of interesting though.
This symbol is Tom Holland's Peter Parker's Spider-Man symbol. So a lot of people are going, okay, he's in the movie. We haven't heard anything about that. We've heard he's not in the movie, but now it seems like he is. Well, according to the insider, the redacted guy, they state for clarification, Tom's Spider-Man might have a small appearance in Doomsday, potentially as a post-credit due to his current situation after Brand New Day. He'll be a major player in Secret Wars. Tobey Maguire, at the moment, is the main Spider-Man of Avengers Doomsday. Now, again, we have been hearing...
Hold up. Whoa. So this is really, truthfully, a multiversal movie that we're going to be seeing here in December, y'all. That's a big thing for real. Tobey Maguire is at the moment the main Spider-Man of Doomsday. So that means they're giving the OG, they're giving the GOAT, they're giving him all that screen time. And Tom Holland Spider-Man might show up in a post-credit scene. Man, this movie, these next two Avengers have the potential to be the two greatest movies to ever come out. Action in all time, whatever the case may be.
That Tom's Spider-Man's not really in the film, so it would make sense for a post-credit to be of him, especially if he's absent in the entire movie. Fans are going to want to know what the heck is going on. Where was Tom Holland Spider-Man? I don't think anyone's going to complain that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is in there. And
what if in the post-credit scene, after the universes are all merged together, we see Tom Holland wake up, kind of like the way that Loki woke up, and he's seen his multiversal versions of him, like they were giving him a hand up and all of that, because he was in the void. What if the post-credit scene for Doomsday is him waking up in the void and he sees the other motherfucking versions of him, and we get set off into Secret Wars, and they say something like, yo, wake up, man, we need you for the war. The war's coming. Winter's coming. Same thing.
So-called main Spider-Man. And, you know, if there's only one Spider-Man in the movie, you're the main Spider-Man no matter what, even if you appear only for 5 minutes. So he's not necessarily saying that Tobey's going to get a lot of time. Don't take it that way. But if Tom is in it, it seems like it's going to be pretty brief. But I like the post-credit scene theory, because if he's not in the film, fans are going to want to know what was up, and to show him in the post-credit, maybe on Secret Wars, or maybe showing that he survived the creation of Battleworld, like he's outside of it, that would be a pretty cool post-credit scene as well.
He just wakes up and he sees Tom Holland. Tom Holland wakes up on Battleworld and he sees Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield standing over him. And if they really wanted to get crazy, add in Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales, live action. Just go ahead and just, take the budget all crazy up through there.
Well, maybe they show him and Loki's team. Maybe Loki was going behind the scenes and trying to save people. I think that would be really cool, but go ahead and let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. Now, Tom Holland has actually come out recently and spoke about Spider-Man Brand New Day, and he said, I am so proud of the movie. I sound biased. Obviously, he's going to sound biased, but I think it's my favorite one, which is something pretty big to say. Now, of course, he's not going to come out and say anything bad about the movie. Even if he thinks it's bad, he's not going to come out and destroy the promotion of the movie to make it to where people aren't going to go see it. But
yeah, because if he'd have told us the truth about that movie with him and Mysterio, I don't know if many people would have went and saw it. Did anybody like that Spider-Man Far From Home shit? No, yeah, Far From Home. When they were in Paris and he was with Mysterio fighting, yeah, that shit was hamburger buns a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. It wasn't until he got trapped in Mysterio's little fake vision and all of that. That's when the movie kind of got fire and it even got turned up its Spider-Man-ness. The rest of it was kind of buns. I ain't gonna lie.
But he doesn't have to say it's his favorite one. That was a very specific choice. Yes, obviously he wants to excite people and get them to go to the theaters, but I feel like that's something you probably wouldn't say unless it's a really, really awesome movie. So the fact that he said that, I think is a pretty good sign from the movie. And if you missed it, he is doing a giveaway with his Brothers Trust charity organization. They're giving an all expense paid trip for 2 to Los Angeles. You get to go to the premiere, airfare from anywhere in the world is paid for. 3 nights luxury hotel, transport to the premiere, $1,500 of spending.
Hold up. $1,500 to spend freely, 3 nights in a luxury hotel, a photo with Tom Holland, Zendaya, and the rest of the cast. So let's get Tom Holland the fuck out of there, and let's get the rest of the cast the fuck out of there. You know we want that picture with Zendaya and nobody else, man.
Money, and you get a photo with Tom Holland and the rest of the cast. So that's pretty cool. The link is on Tom Holland's Instagram page, and I'm sure you can find it online as well if you're interested in that, and I'm pretty sure almost everybody's interested in that. Now, moving forward to the future of Spider-Man. We've been talking for a while now because insiders have been talking about this for a while now as well. It seems Marvel Studios building up to a really big kind of street level event. I want to say it's to go up against Kingpin eventually.
I love that. I love that. Will they do that in a movie? Will it be? It would have to be in a movie because we're not going to see a Spider-Man TV show, live action TV show with Tom Holland. If they're going to have like a live action, it might be a live action Sinister Six. But instead of Spider-Man fighting them all on his own, or he might get his ass whooped. And in that last movie, that's when he calls in the Sinister Six. Like, well, he calls in everybody else that he knows to fight the Sinister Six. Because I don't know if he got it all the way to 1v1, 1v6 of Sinister Six. I don't know.
It looks like in Daredevil Born Again Season 2, it ends with Kingpin not being mayor, especially because in the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer, we saw that Sheila is giving the key to the city to Spider.
If Kingpin's not mayor, and spoiler alert, Vanessa is dead, Kingpin will go back to being the Kingpin of New York. He will go back to being a criminal. By the end of Daredevil Born Again, he will not be mayor anymore, which is like he said, while you see old girl giving Spider-Man the key to the city, he gonna be back on his bush, and it's all gonna lead to some Avengers, street level Avengers type event. They gotta have a movie for that. I'm gonna be there for that. That might be one of the Spider-Man movies that will be within this new trilogy because he's supposed to have 2 more movies after Brand New Day. This could be leading to that.
Spider-Man. So obviously vigilantes are allowed again. And usually the mayor gives the key to the city to whoever is getting it. So Sheila might be the mayor. Kingpin is obviously out, in my personal opinion, because vigilantes are back. Spider-Man is there. So what is going on? Well, we're going to get into spoiler territories about the big crossover. So I want to go over the Punisher special presentation first, because I thought that it was really awesome. I thought it was very dramatic in a really, really good way. Not a super ton of action with him in the Punisher suit. A lot of action in general.
That was a fire pick of John Bernthal that they took as the Punisher. That's him as the Punisher. Look at that armor he got on his chest. It's not just like some Velcro or nothing like that. Like, that's legit armor. It's pretty fire right there.
But not a lot of action with him in the Punisher suit. So it shows us that he is really suffering from PTSD still. Obviously, he's been through a lot, but specifically with the loss of his family, not necessarily through war, even though we do see in his mind, in the room, they're not really there, soldiers of the past. And specifically, Curtis has returned. Now, when we left off with Curtis before, he was alive, right? And he was a good friend to Frank. He helped him with counseling. He had that group as well. And he was a pretty big character and he was alive, but I think he might die. I think that's what might push Frank over the edge, because we do have a synopsis.
Oh, if I'm hearing that the character from the comics, Ma Nucci, is the big bad of the Punisher special presentation. If she kills Curtis, yeah, he gonna lay down the entire mob. I'm telling you.
for it, an official synopsis that says, as Frank Castle searches for meaning beyond revenge, an unexpected force pulls him back into the fight. So he's searching for meaning beyond revenge, and then I think he ultimately finds out that Curtis dies. And the girl that we see in this might be Curtis's daughter, the guy might be his son. We don't know at this point in time, but I think they are connected in some way, shape, or form, because we're seeing Curtis throughout this trailer. So
By the way, the Punisher series is coming on a week after Daredevil Born Again's season 2 finale. They're already shooting season 3 as well.
I think it makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately, I think it makes a lot of sense that he would die, and that's what brings Frank back into it and kind of makes it about revenge again, because that was one of his best friends. He's been through a lot with Curtis. So him dying, or specifically being killed, would definitely bring him back into it. And I would not be surprised if the little girl that we see in it is related to Curtis in some way, shape, or form. So he's going after these people to protect this daughter for Curtis. We also see what I presume is his daughter as well. He's getting, flashbacks of his daughter, which is probably...
Oh, that's some nasty PTSD to have. Yeah, Frank need to take that energy and put it somewhere. And this is the comic book like universe. So like you can kill a bunch of people and like get pardoned, like, save the world or something like that. And they'll forget what you did. I promise you.
Probably why he would feel so compelled to protect this little girl in this trailer as well. And especially if it is.
That means if we have another Spider-Man movie and the Punisher's in it, we could possibly see the Punisher in Secret Wars. We could possibly see Daredevil in Secret Wars as well.
Related to Curtis. Now, another thing we see is Maganucci, which is crazy. In the comics, she suffers a pretty bad fate, getting all of her limbs ripped off, and Frank essentially just kind of punts her like a football into fire. Maybe something like that has happened. She appears to have her limbs, so I don't think Frank has done that to her in the MCU. But maybe something happened in the past and Frank already dealt with her and basically her crime organization that she runs. And maybe she is actually seeking payback on Frank. Maybe she is going after the people that he loves. Maybe she is the person who killed Curtis. They don't give us too much with this trailer, but I do think these are kind of the main components here. Curtis, the little girl, obviously, because they made a focus on her, and Maganucci, the crime boss. And it makes sense because we've actually heard that some of the crime organizations that we see in the Punisher special presentation are actually going to bleed into Spider-Man Brand New Day, which makes a lot of sense because we just have a ton of villains in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So this is how it's connected, because obviously Frank is going into Spider-Man Brand New Day as well. We're going to see him there. So that's awesome. And that's my thoughts on the Punisher special presentation trailer. I thought it was very vague, which is very good. I feel like we don't need too much from it, but I thought it looked awesome. I thought the tone was awesome. Can't wait to see the Punisher. Is one of my absolute favorite Marvel characters. Now, before we go into spoiler territory for Daredevil Born Again Season 3 and the big event that's coming up, Brad Winderbaum, the head of Marvel Television, did confirm that this is a Watcher Easter egg in the last episode of Daredevil Born Again Season 2.
Hold up. Look at that up close, y'all. That's supposed to be the Watcher right there in the background. Y'all see those two eyes and that big ass head? That's the Watcher. Wow. So they're starting to get a little bit more, sprinkle in that comic bookness. That's not bad. They're starting to sprinkle in that comic bookness. I like that.
Episode 4. A lot of eagle-eyed fans have spotted that this looks like the Watcher in this episode, in this scene, through the window, and Brad Winderbaum posted, "Always watching." So it is confirmed this is the Watcher. Very interesting. I'm not sure if it's just an Easter egg or if this is literally and physically the Watcher actually wondering what's going on with Daredevil and Punisher and all of that stuff and Kingpin. But either way, it's a really, really cool Easter egg that they intentionally put in. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Watcher in Avengers Doomsday. Maybe this is a little way to connect that to Daredevil Born Again, because a lot of people were wondering.
Who do we fan cast as the Watcher? Is that a CGI type situation? Yeah, that is a CGI type situation. Who do we fan cast as the Watcher?
Is Daredevil going to be in Doomsday? Is he going to be connected in some way, shape, or form to the events that's going to happen? I would be surprised if Daredevil and the Punisher and the Defenders and everybody weren't in Avengers Secret Wars at least, but I do think this is a really cool Easter egg regardless, and I do think it could connect Daredevil to Doomsday and or Secret Wars. Now, we're going to dive into some spoiler territory here. So if you don't want to know anything about Daredevil Born Again Season 3 and maybe the ending of Daredevil Born Again Season 2, speculation, but it could be right, you should probably click away now. So like I've said, it seems like Marvel is building towards a really massive event, and now we have actual set photos from Daredevil Born Again Season 3 showing us the return of Kristen Ritter once again. She's supposed to be in Season 2, although we haven't actually seen her pop up yet.
Hold up. The Defenders are back. The Defenders are back. Y'all see this? This is real life, not AI photos taken from the set of Season 3 of Daredevil. That's Kristen Ritter back as motherfucking Jessica Jones. Who is this? Finn Jones, that's his name? Yeah. He's back as Danny Rand, the immortal Iron Fist, the enemy of the hand, and protector of Kunlun and all that. And then you got Power Man, aka Luke Cage, played by Mike Coulter. They're back. Bring them back. That means we could end up seeing a whole lot of people come back. Bring back Rosario Dawson as Night Nurse. I need her back. I need her back.
Yet I'm hoping she pops up in episode 5, but we'll see. This photos of Kristen Ritter, Mike Coulter, and Finn Jones. So Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage will be back officially in Season 3, and I wouldn't be surprised if we actually saw them in Season 2, maybe at the end. I mean, Kristen Ritter, her character Jessica Jones, in the trailers for Daredevil Born Again Season 2 did say that they came after her daughter. Perhaps her and Luke Cage have that daughter together, and perhaps Luke Cage shows up at some point in time. Maybe when she said that they go to her house, maybe he's there. Maybe the two of them beat down, whether it's the anti-vigilante task force or somebody else. Maybe we get to see.
That's the good old days, man. Y'all, I was telling y'all, if y'all get a chance to go check out that Defender series, watch that whole thing. Everybody here had their own show. The Luke Cage series was fire. The Daredevil series was fire. The first season of Jessica Jones was fire. The Iron Fist, man, I might have to give it a watch over or something like that. But yeah, but that Defender series, this shit right here, this was fire, straight up. I hope we get another one. I hope that's what that would be the Spider-Man movie with Spider-Man and Punisher.
Luke Cage. Maybe that's why she's there, but he's staying behind with their daughter. We'll have to wait and see on that. But regardless, the Defenders are returning. And in Spider-Man Brand New Day, Spider-Man is teaming up with the Punisher. I do think Daredevil is going to appear. I don't think the Defenders are going to appear, but I do think Daredevil has a pretty high chance of appearing, which leads us to this big event that could be happening. Insiders have been talking for a while now, stating that Marvel is planning a really big street-level event that's going to be a massive crossover team-up movie. Well, it seems like all the pieces are in place right now. We literally have Spider-Man with the Punisher in Brand New Day. We already saw Peter Parker and Matt Murdock meet in No Way
Home. Hold on. How many seasons of Daredevil Born Again do you see them making? And do y'all see any of these seasons where Tom Holland could actually make a guest appearance in one of the episodes? Not necessarily fighting as Spider-Man, but he'll just pull up on some, maybe we see his back or something. I don't know. Shit.
Home. And now the Defenders are returning, and they're in Daredevil Born Again Season 3 at least, but and Jessica Jones is in Season 2, but maybe the others pop up in Season 2 as well. The point is they're back. And Kingpin is going to continue on, obviously. So I think that this big crossover event could be with all of these characters going up against Kingpin. I think that would actually be a really, really great movie. It would be a massive movie. And it's kind of the movie that we've been waiting for. Regardless, we need Spider-Man versus Kingpin. That's been something that we've been waiting on for too long. And I know Vincent D'Onofrio said he'd love to be in a movie, but there's some rights issues with Sony. But I mean, Sony and Marvel, they've both stated recently
They can get that deal done. Stop playing around, Sony, Marvel. Get y'all shit together.
that they're playing really well together. So they can just cut a deal to have Kingpin in the movie. It's really not that hard if they both agree this is the direction that they want to go. And according to some insiders over the past handful of months, it seems like this is the direction that they want to go. So I'm here for this totally. I think it would be a crazy, awesome crossover team up movie. But go ahead and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss.
Salute the Cosmic Wonder, y'all. How y'all feeling about that one? That shit crazy, man. I lie to you not. That shit crazy. Okay. Yeah, I love where this is leading to. The Defenders are back. We got a possible Spider-Man waking up on Battle World in a post-credit scene. Tom Holland Spider-Man waking up. We got a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is supposed to be the main Spider-Man for Avengers Doomsday. Y'all know we on that Doomsday clock, y'all. We on our way. We are on our way to Doomsday, y'all. But on to the next one. On to the next one. Something that might come up sooner than later. Hold on. That would be a fire movie. So you said get the Defenders from Netflix and get Spider-Man and Punisher and all of them and put them in one movie fighting the Kingpin and possibly the rest of the Sinister Six. That would be a fire movie. Because yeah, they could jump Kingpin and get him out of here. He would be hiring other people to do everything for him. I see a 2H movie if made. 2-hour movie if made. Okay. But yeah, on to the next one. Hearing leaks and rumors of possible X-Men, MCU X-Men casting. I want to check this out because I know they have to be going with a younger crowd. They got to be going with a younger crowd if they're going to want for these actors and actresses to play these characters for the next 10 to 15 years, as they're going to be pumping out the mutant saga, which will be next after the multiverse saga comes to a close. Let's check out what some people got to say about this. Hold on. All right. Okay, this is by way of 3C Films. We love 3C, man. I just love 3C's setup. That shit is crazy. If you get a chance, look in the back. Don't forget to give him a like, comment, and subscribe, and let's check him out.
Okay, so Jeff Snyder was on the hot mic, his show with John Roca, where, reminder, they've gotten stuff right. Yes, they've gotten stuff wrong, but they get a lot of big scoops too. They were the first people to talk about Spider-Man, Punisher, Hulk in Brand New Day, and there's a clip of me on a live stream going, "Ha, you idiot! Who would actually believe that?" I should have believed it. Well, he came and gave us some details about what to expect from the cast. So he's given us who he hears is rumored and on Kevin Feige's list. And we are going to get this X-Men cast maybe by the end of this year. Definitely next year. Reason I say that is because it's pretty certain.
Hold up. We're possibly going to get this X-Men cast by the end of this year, possible very early next year. This is the young cast that they're going with. Y'all see this?
I believe what's his name? Jake Schreier, who is the director. He said X-Men should be coming out in 2028. To get that film to come out, well, then you got to start casting. You got to get people in shape. So, okay, let's talk about some of the cast members that he has here. So let's see some of these details. So we have here Marvel's X-Men reboot got a lot more interesting. Forget the 90s lineup. Marvel is going back to the very beginning
which is what they should do. I love me my old X-Men. I'm glad they'll be in Doomsday, but I want them to start with a fresh new cast. And I love Hugh Jackman, but I'd like a new Wolverine.
Now, we've gotten reports earlier last year that for the foreseeable future, Hugh Jackman was really going to be the MCU Wolverine once the universe gets remade and the timelines all come back together and everything is all in one situation. He's going to be the Logan for the 616 timeline. Would y'all rather see Hugh Jackman continue to play that role until he can't play it anymore? Or do we need a brand new Wolverine? Does Laura, does she need to go on and be the Wolverine of the MCU? Do we want to see that? Nah, because that'll be a repeat of how motherfuckers felt when Shuri took over as Black Panther too fast. Y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feeling about that one, though. We could use a new Wolverine. Shit, if don't nobody hire Henry Cavill, that's like a no-brainer. Y'all seen he looked like a good Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine, didn't he? When they traveled to that one universe, the Cavalry, yeah. Why not just make him the new Wolverine? It's a no-brainer.
The MCU X-Men reboot is reportedly starting with the original 5 from the 1963 comic, which again, I guess I speculated on that. That makes sense. Cyclops, Marvel Girl / Jean Grey, Beast, Iceman, Angel, which is funny though, because he also gave a casting for Rogue, but we'll talk about that. And for the villain side, Odessa is reportedly being eyed for so Rogue would be a villain in one of the first. Okay. Marvel is starting from scratch the way Stan Lee and Jack Kirby originally intended. Okay. So here are some of your faces that he gave us. Again, it's up-and-coming stars. I believe one of them was in the latest Game of Thrones spinoff.
That's my man right here. Who that's my guy who played as Sir Duncan on A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. They got him playing Beast. That's actually kind of fire.
The was it Seven Dragons or what was that called? Tale of the Knights. People really liked it and recommended. I got to get onto that. This makes sense to me. These are upcoming faces. They're notable people. They've shown work. I honestly don't care too much who plays Cyclops as long as Cyclops is a big part of the X-Men. I need Scott Summers to be the leader. If he's not the leader right away, I really would like his arc to be growing to be the leader of the X-Men, eventually getting his own "Come to Me, my X-Men" line, similar to the way Chris Evans' line was built up for Avengers Assemble.
Right, right. Okay, so I like that.
Already, I'm okay with Harris Dickinson as Cyclops. Sure.
Do we like this so far? Because Angel and Iceman are to be announced. Do we like these faces so far for Cyclops, Beast, and Rogue? And she's supposed to be the villain in the first X-Men film. Or a villain in the first X-Men film.
We have here Peter Claffey. Now, again, these are just who they're rumored and looking at. I don't think this is where you want to put your money on it and bet $50. A lot can change because I think last time Jeff Snyder even gave his rumored predictions, he heard that they were looking at people like, oh, dang, his name is escaping me right now. Jesse Plemons. Jesse Plemons is Beast, which would be awesome. I wouldn't mind Jesse Plemons as Beast. He's a great actor. And these other Margaret.
I wouldn't be mad at this either.
Margaret Qualley as Rogue. Still with Harris Dickinson as Cyclops, though, so he's still sticking on that. That didn't seem to go away. Fine faces, and I do like the idea of this being the original lineup. The main X-Men team seems like a smart, good way to go. I would even love a rendition of the yellow and black suits or yellow and blue. I definitely need Iceman like this, though, from the beginning. Don't do me again where it took us 3 movies to get him like that, and we only get it for 5 minutes. Not again, Feige. I think it's even a good age range. Although this gap seems a little big, you know?
I agree with what he said there. Don't make us wait 5 movies for us to get a completely iced out Iceman to his full Omega, you know what I'm saying, power stat or whatever. Like, let us see that off top.
Why is everyone white? That's what we're thinking. I'm sure there will be more X-Men, and I'm sure we will get more diversity. I mean, that is the representation allegory with the X-Men.
Come on, man. They're going by how it originally came out in the comics. Don't do that. Like, let's, Storm will become a part of the X-Men later. You know what I'm saying? You'll get a Bishop later. Like, yeah, don't do that, y'all. Don't ruin our childhood now.
Let's not even get onto those kind of arguments.
Don't ruin our childhood with racism. Come on now.
Now, I don't know if I believe Odessa as Rogue. I definitely think, because again, Marvel loves to do this, is differentiate themselves from what's been done. And the previous Rogue was not very comic accurate and was not even similar to like the animated series. She's a country girl, she has some twang to her voice. My mom and the possums got together and we had a June bug of a time, right? I don't know if I can see Odessa pulling that off. Beautiful, gorgeous woman, but I don't see the country twang coming out of her unless there's something that you guys have seen her in where she has that. I have not seen that from her.
I don't know, 3C, man. Don't count her out. She end up being your Rogue. You're gonna see exactly why they made her that Rogue. I think she can pull it off.
I wouldn't mind her, but maybe they don't want to go with the country twang, right? Oh my goodness, not this goth version. Oh, dude, yes, the goth version. I need to go back to that comment I just saw. We need Rogue to have cake.
That's funny. That's funny.
But definitely having Rogue in there. I don't know if they do the comic book counterpart. I don't know if Brie Larson is going to be a huge part of the future.
She would have to. She's definitely going to have to. If we're going to get Rogue end up going and getting her powers gradually comic book accurate style. As a matter of fact, she might make a guest appearance in the X-Men movie. We could see Captain Marvel in the X-Men movie
of the MCU, or they will do a Captain Marvel replacement. But as you guys know in the comics, one of the things that leads Rogue to have her powers the way she does in flight and in strength is she absorbs Captain Marvel's abilities. Is that how they get rid of Brie Larson in there? Because I think Brie is done with Marvel. I think she had her time. She had her movies. And Feige knows there's just unfortunately a large part that doesn't do well. And plus her movie was one of the biggest, I think is the biggest flop, The Marvels, which I didn't.
Whoa, so they're going to, in this version of Captain Marvel on this Earth, they're just going to let Rogue rob her of all her powers and we're going to say she never got him back. It turned her human. Wow. Well, maybe it didn't turn her human. Maybe it didn't turn her human because, the Power Stone's power is all throughout her DNA now. So maybe it didn't do that. But if Rogue absorbs all of her powers, yeah. Brie Larson's done with motherfucking Marvel, if that's the case. That's a quick way to write her out.
Think was that bad. It was actually fine, better than Thor: Love and Thunder. I think her time has run out, so I wonder if they actually do that storyline and actually have that happen, or they'll have some sort of stand-in and they'll bring in like not Sentry, but they'll bring in some randomly overpowered villain, and then there we go. That's how we get the ultra powerful Rogue that we know. So yeah, this lineup could be fine. Now, the other thing I was seeing that Jeff Snyder was mentioning is that surprisingly, Deadpool might get his movie before the new X-Men.
Oh gosh. Here's the thing. Are we ready for another Deadpool movie, y'all? Are we ready to see that just yet? Or do we need Deadpool and Wolverine, as fire as it was, do we need time for it to cool off? Because at this point, what would it even be about? Definitely challenging Ryan Reynolds to come up with a real story that's going to connect to the rest of the MCU that Deadpool will now be a part of. Definitely challenging him to write some new shit that's going to make all of that fit. What would Deadpool 4 even be about? Maybe he pulls a fast one on us and says, this is actually Deadpool 3 because, Deadpool and Wolverine was its own movie. But you know how Deadpool breaks the fourth wall and all that crazy shit? He'd be like, nah, this movie is actually Deadpool 3. That other movie was just Deadpool and Wolverine. See how I got y'all there? 2 motherfucking movies, motherfuckers. Yeah, he can say some shit like that.
We have here, let me see if I can find the actual report. But Jeff, in this same live stream here, was saying another Deadpool movie film could be the next Marvel Studios project to start production after Avengers Secret Wars. And funny enough, there was also, let me see if I can find it. There was another scooper. Here we go. Cryptic HD, who I trust a lot more. He said, I actually heard this as well pretty recently. I couldn't confirm it with my reliable source, so I just wrote it off as a rumor. So that's already Jeff Snyder and Cryptic, 2 reliable sources I tend to get a lot of news from because what they say sometimes ends up becoming true. They're saying they hear Deadpool could get his movie before the X-Men. Surprising and not surprising for 2 different reasons. Surprising because there's just so much talk about the X-Men, and I think a large part about rebooting the MCU or soft rebooting it, where some actors are going to stay, some actors get replaced, and all the worlds will combine into one planet, and that's how the Fantastic Four will be here. The X-Men existed from...
Hold on.
Fantastic Four will be here. The X-Men existed from the beginning, and it'll be the new continuity for the MCU. The main driving force for that is so that they can just set up the X-Men and start hitting the ground running with X-Men stories, because that'll be...
Here's the thing. We're going to have to, as viewers, we're going to have to now explore this new universe once they remake everything after Secret Wars. We're going to have to go through this new history with everybody else as new viewers are growing up that have watched the MCU since 2008 to, younger viewers that are just being born. And now this is about to be their new saga to watch and all of that. So we're going to have to go and find out what actually happened in the past. When did the mutants actually get really introduced in history? So it's going to be a brand new watch for everybody as they start remaking these new stories in the mutant saga.
The focus for the MCU for the next 10 years, right? So I thought, start with an X-Men movie. So I was kind of surprised to hear Deadpool might go first, but then Deadpool as a rated R movie made $1 billion. Marvel needs money to make these movies and have them be the best they can be. I think maybe Feige's just thinking financially about, if we get a Deadpool movie out there, we can get close, if not hit, another $1 billion, R-rated, and that can then fund our X-Men movies. And we can start teasing the X-Men in a movie that we know people will go see. Because think about also the Marvels, like I was just talking about, that flopped. Marvels had a pretty important post-credit scene that left Monica Rambeau in another Earth.
That post-credit, that might be it. Her movie was that bad that fire-ass post-credit scene featuring Kelsey Grammer as Beast, meaning that we were going to get the OG X-Men, that didn't even save that movie. And I heard there were reshoots.
Meaning the X-Men, how many of the general audience even got to see that teaser, know about that tease, right? It's kind of maybe the same reason Jean Grey is showing up in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Kevin Feige wants the audience to know, the non-movie fans who are in this bubble, he wants the main audience to know X-Men is coming and we need you guys to show up and know that it's in the MCU. Jean Grey in a Spider-Man movie, $1 billion Deadpool movie, introducing us to the X-Men. I kind of get the logic. I can see why he would maybe go that route. I'm just a little surprised, especially even when Ryan Reynolds was like, I don't think I'm going to do a Deadpool movie. I think I'll just be more of a guest star in different movies where I'm like Spider-Man 6 or 7. he will definitely show up next to Spider-Man there. So I don't know. It could be a way to go. Interesting. It's not what I expected, but I can't wait to see what the MCU looks like post Secret Wars. I mean, what will that mean for Black Panther, for Doctor Strange, X-Men, all that? And I'm also wondering, do they even put everything on one Earth? Because if Deadpool stays, bro, Hugh Jackman might stay too. And I was just talking about, I would love to see a new Wolverine and someone else take up the mantle till he's 90. They might keep Huey Jackman and leave him as Wolverine. I don't know.
Nah, man, we need a new Wolverine. It's over with. Time is up. Time is up, man. But anyways, man, that was a good sesh, man. Salute to 3C Films for that one, y'all. Salute. Hey, this has been another good session. Yo, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all tell me what was your favorite part. Did y'all love the Gucci song? Did it hit or did it not? Is it over for Atlanta rap? Did y'all love the leaks for Spider-Man 4 leading in the Secret Wars and these new X-Men casting rumors, man? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. Be easy now. This was the Offenders Initiative podcast, and we are out.